My game of the year for 2021 is... Hey guys, it's Chris, and in today's video, I'm revealing my game of the year for 2021. Before we get into today's video, I just want to give a shout out to Raise Energy by Rep Sports. Their website will be in the description. Use my coupon code, you'll get 15% off your next purchase. Raise Energy just recently relaunched their white peach flavor, and that's one of my favorite flavors. Raise Energy is releasing a lot of stuff for the month of December, so I'd recommend go check it out. Let's get into it. Starting off, we have Riders Republic. So this is actually a high-octane sports game. I'm actually not really into sports games, but I thought this one was pretty cool. There's biking, there's snowboarding, there's paragliding, there's skiing. My favorite thing to do is biking through the burnt forest and paragliding or wingsuiting from the highest point in the game. Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was fun. The fighting, the combat, the gameplay was fun. The story was interesting. It took you to a lot of different locations, a lot of variety of locations. Guardians of the Galaxy, really fun Marvel game, and it's probably just as good as the MCU films, the Guardians of the Galaxy ones. Call of Duty Vanguard. This is just another typical Call of Duty. I wasn't really big on this because the campaign was short. How many Call of Duty games have we had in World War II? We've had plenty of them. Multiplayer has like 16 to 20 maps. That does have quite a few maps, but I wasn't really big on the multiplayer. I wasn't big on it. You know, the last couple of years I haven't really liked the Call of Duties, and Vanguard is no different. It's just another typical Call of Duty. And usually when they do a Call of Duty, the zombies are good. But in this one, they were just okay. I wasn't really big on the zombies or the multiplayer, and the campaign was short as usual. Far Cry 6 game has a pretty good villain. The open world is massive, but the gameplay is just the same as any other Far Cry. So it's the same as Far Cry 2 and 3, and those games are coming up to almost 8-9 years old. So this is just another same Far Cry, same gameplay. If you like that, then you're going to like this one. But if you wanted something new for the series, Far Cry 6 is just like any other Far Cry, but the villain is pretty good. I thought the villain was pretty good in this Far Cry. I actually didn't like any of the villains in any other Far Cry since Far Cry 3, you know, Voss. So now my game of the year for 2021 is Resident Evil Village. I remember playing Resident Evil 4, I played 5, played 6. I didn't play any of the original ones. Just a big Resident Evil fan. I liked 7, Biohazard. That was actually really good. Even though it was first person, I thought it was different, but it was still a pretty good Resident Evil game. Same with Resident Evil Village. It is in first person, but just the atmosphere and the locations you go to are just, it's just basically Resident Evil, and it was awesome. You fight werewolf-like creatures. You fight Lady Demetress in her massive castle. It's very detailed. She's this big vampire lady with razor blades for fingers. Basically a female version of Freddy Krueger. She's tall. She's got these big boobs, you know. She was just one of the best parts I thought of the game, was just exploring her castle. And then when you got to fight her on top of the massive tower as she's like in a dragon form, and it's basically, she's the beginning boss. You know, she's the first boss you fight in the game, but even though she's right in the beginning, she just was so much fun. Like, they really made her the beginning because they were like, all right, this is the best part, we're gonna put her first. And did you know her voice actor that voiced her actually won an award at the Game Awards for best performance? So Lady Demetress, she actually did a pretty good job in this game, especially if the actress is winning an award for it. She's got to be doing something right. So I just preferred the beginning, just exploring her castle. That was so fun, and it was detailed, and it was different levels, and you had to backtrack. It was basically Resident Evil at their roots, but in this massive medieval castle. Jeez, that was rambling me about Resident Evil Village. I quite enjoyed it, And this is the 8th Resident Evil. It's called Resident Evil Village, but I call it Resident Evil 8 Village because it's technically the 8th one in the series, because it's after Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. So technically this is the 8th one, but Resident Evil Village. Alright, that was my game of the year for 2021. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, don't forget that like and subscribe button. Peace!